plays in this one. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. The Cyclones are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical. They love running the football. That's their identity. But the defense getting that stop on 3rd and short against the run, that sets a very clear message that they've shown up to play. They know it's coming.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Reed. Skips away from pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
The Cyclones are on the move. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cyclones kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Punts it out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has, how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Reed. Trying to bowl his way in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, a short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Trying to surge it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cyclones!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all his ability on that TD.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They march 78 yards down the field and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Colorado's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Runs through the tackle. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. Lewis to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
You know, one of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers, because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. The give to the left side. He breaks the tackle. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's James. At the 40, there he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Got his man. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
The give to the tailback. There, headed to the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him a...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. One final play before the end of the quarter. Lewis wants to pass. Wide open downfield. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Handoff from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. He lobs one high down the left side. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
To the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Cyclones will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? In this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
And the Buffaloes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Lewis to throw. Rush is on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Pocket breaking down. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Extending the play. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Unloads to the right. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Cyclones in the hurry-up. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. On the run, still looking. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
This guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw in the previous play, and now he's showing off the speed, and you can't blame him, honestly. When you run like him, even if it's first down, if it's not open, just take off. This defense is going to be on their heels all game long if they can't find a way to start slowing him down.
And the Cyclones will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Snagged out of the air. Touchdown, Cyclones! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Gotta start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And the Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you. So many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
Bates to grab on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll send the back in motion. Lewis wants to pass. Still from the pocket, fires over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Looking to throw again. Turns it loose. He's got it. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage, he ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Back's looking for the goal line. And he will score! Touchdown, Buffaloes!
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Got 5 wide out spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Caught near the sticks. It's Lott. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Using the quick game. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man quickly. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out, continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Floating away. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw, it's Reed. He caught it! They will score! Touchdown, Iowa State!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score, I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Lewis to throw. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Between the uprights, it's good. That cuts the lead down to 28-10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Wake Forest is getting blitzed right now at home in front of that loyal fan base. Loyal, but my goodness, that's being tested today. They're trailing by 28 to Georgia Tech. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The run to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the 2nd half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Throws to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
And the Cyclones need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Reed. Here's the pressure. Caught in the backfield, it's James. And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial.
Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking down the middle. It's complete. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Tight end now in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gets the back moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffs! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game, as we're starting to get late. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Lewis wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Using his legs, it's Turner. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Under fire. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. Takes it on the return. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Lewis to throw. Fires to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Trying play action. Tight end finds a soft spot. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Trying to find the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Colorado! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa State sending the offense back out. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Reed. Hauls it in. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes the grab over the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's caught. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. Direct snap. Pressure coming. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42. Lewis wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got it set up on the outside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, cause direct. That had to be a blown assignment. Got it behind the line. It's Bellamy. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Makes the catch. It's Bellamy. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Pulls it and fires to the left. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Lewis to throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Fielded in the end zone. It's James. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Russell. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the air on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Cyclones have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Caught behind the line. It's James. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. He wants to throw it again. It's caught downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
With the catch, it's blocked. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
A defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Bring in the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They keep it on the ground, clock is their friend. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Looking for room, it's James. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the 1st himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And the Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones!
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that one.
They'll line up for the extra point, and at this juncture, every point matters. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. USC has just had no answers today. You should see what the Trojan greats are saying on social media right now. Reggie Bush, Matt Leinart, talk about not safe for work. They're trailing by 21 to Maryland. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Lewis wants to pass. Here's a heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Gibson. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Picked off, a turnover in their own end. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got the tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He had a head of steam working, but he'll be stopped just inches short of the score.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Using his feet. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Iowa State. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yeah, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on a lot of times when your team's better to do the same thing, to return the favor. Don't make him forget that.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Coming out with it, it's Farmer. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Lewis to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. A deep throw as the clock winds down. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount.